What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Shout out to all those beginner investors and traders out there. Y'all already know who it is, but if you don't, go through the content, dig around a little bit, and I'm pretty sure you'll find out. I wanted to talk about AMC, talk to you traders out there, you investors out there, beginner, professionals, doesn't matter, just to see how you feel, because about 2-3 months ago, I was having this conversation about AMC's movement and how when you looked at AMC's charts and GameStop's chart, it seemed like to me, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it, you ladies have seen it already, you investors, you traders out there have already seen it, that GameStop and AMC are moving almost identical. Well, AMC is moving like GameStop's chart. A lot of charts are moving like GameStop's chart, okay? And what, I was pointing out was the impossible as far as AMC reaching 100K. Even though the technicals or the data added up as far as the squeeze potentially being as high as we could possibly imagine. Now, not 100K, but definitely in the thousands, okay? It took a mind of it, like this, all this, ended up getting took on a mind of its own. Everybody started talking about 100K floor, 500K ceiling. And, I maintained the same opinion as far as it not going that high because of all the issues that will come into play for institutions, for bankers, for politicians, and things of that nature. And, I was getting attacked. I had people sending me all types of crazy messages. And, it just got out of control. AMC has built this cult-like following, and you can't talk or say anything about another stock, anything else that's going on in the stock market, crypto, or anything else. If you're not talking about AMC, people do not want to hear what you're talking about. And, the sad thing is that the reason why I was given this information, because I happen to see people get destroyed when GameStop went up to $300 and they bought in $400 and they bought in, thinking that there was going to be a squeeze because of the data and the technicals, and how it was revealed that these hedge funds were shorting the company into oblivion. We knew then that corruption was taking place, but before we knew it was that much corruption, it was like GameStop was lined up for a squeeze without as much attention as AMC has right now. And the amount of people that was making money off of GameStop, it would have been unbelievable, because it would have dwarfed the Volkswagen squeeze. You see what I'm saying? And they had to stop that from happening. Okay? They've learned from that. And people think with, maybe millions more of people that have their eyes on AMC than they have on GameStop. It's just almost amazing to think that people will believe that AMC won't have these big hurdles to jump. And while you're getting manipulated into believe that buying the dip is the best thing for you, it's going to hurt you. And you don't have to listen to me. I mean, like I said, I'm a beginner. I'm just giving out information. I don't consider myself a financial advisor. I don't consider myself a financial professional or a financial business coach. None of that. I feel like I'm giving out information, and it is up to you to have your own due diligence and get as much information and educate yourself as much as possible so that you can have your own opinion in your own direction when it comes to what you plan on doing. Okay. I've seen this with GameStop. I mean, AMC is doing the same exact thing that GameStop did. If you're out there and you were a part of GameStop, do you not remember when GameStop started falling and it went from around, I think in February or March, it went from $300 down to $38, somewhere around that time. And then it went from $38, maybe it didn't even take 3 days. It didn't even take a week, I don't think. And it shot back up to like $300. Okay. This could be potentially happening now with AMC. So if you are looking to go long with a swing trade, this might be a good move to make. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an investing guru, have your own due diligence. I'm just saying, if you mirror the charts, AMC does move like GameStop. But a few other things that I want to point out. A lot of you people, a lot of you investors are letting a lot of these content creators off the hook because a lot of you have been lied to and you're constantly being lied to and you're feeling like you're getting the truth because these people are constantly giving you data and technicals that you can look up on your own. You don't have to wait for somebody to read you an Ortex update, or a Vortex update, excuse me. You don't have to sit around and wait for people to give you data on AMC or anything else. You can do this yourself. A lot of these people are just giving you information from articles that you can look up on your own. And the sad part is with this cult-like following that AMC has, ended up turning into, it's really built a few of these content creators platforms. And it's amazing because the ones that people primarily go to, I don't have to say no names, you know who they are. If you can't tell that these people are working with the establishments, if you can't tell by the rhetoric and how they constantly give you the same information over and over, they sound like the new politician if you're not paying attention. And these are some of the same people that were telling you that AMC had $100K floor price based on the technicals and data. But if you listen to them now, they are telling you, do not predict how high the stock is going. They're saying things like, don't put money in it that you can't lose. That is not how they were talking just 2 or 3 months ago, 4 months ago. Now that they have made hundreds of thousands of dollars, now they're telling you to be careful because they've already made money hand over fist while you're sitting around waiting to, 20x, 30x, 100x, based on the information that they're giving you, but now they're telling you to be careful. Now they're telling you don't put a certain amount of money in it that you can't lose, but if you paid attention to GameStop, you would already know that if you happen to read the articles and seen the videos where people were jumping in at 300 and 400 because of the data and the technicals, and they were not wrong. The squeeze was imminent. But based on what these hedge funds knew and how much money they figured they would lose, that's why the GameStop halt took place. And it's ended up, pulling the rug out, from some of these guys, and how it was some collusion and corruption and criminal activity. You see what I'm saying? Do you not think they haven't learned from GameStop? This is perfect for them with AMC and all these other companies because of all these loops that they can jump through. And with all the genius retail investors out there that have uncovered all this corruption and criminal activity, guess what? Gary Gensler isn't doing anything. The SEC isn't doing anything. The DTCC isn't doing anything. I mean, everybody is, in collusion. So I can't understand why people believe that, this is going to squeeze to some astronomical number, which I can see it jumping into the hundreds. I can see it jumping into, maybe a couple thousand. But it's not going to happen if they don't want it. That's the only thing I've been trying to say this entire time. If you go back and watch some of my videos, you will hear me say to all those people that are thinking that AMC is going to 100K, please, let's have this conversation in July and August. And I guarantee you, since it moves like GameStop, almost, identical, I guarantee you're going to get more drops and dips than rips. Guaranteed. And nobody believed it. They kept attacking me. You don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I do not have to sound like your primary investors or your ringleaders to, be intelligent enough to know that a stock that is owned by retail 80-90%, I do not have to, dig any deeper to know that the stock price shouldn't be going down. It should be going up. So I don't know what else to say. You guys, you girls, you fellow beginner investors and traders out there, you're getting lied to. These content creators, you've built their channel. You've built their platform. They do not need you anymore. I guarantee you, when all this, that's matter of fact, that is the reason why now you hear those content creators saying, don't invest what you can't afford to lose, because they have already made their money. Some of you are even foolish enough to send donations to these people. And they've made hundreds of thousands of dollars at this point, probably. By swing trading AMC, they are a part of the establishments. They know what's taking place. If you can't pay attention to how they address their audience, almost as if they're a family to, obtain some trust. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, but if you have no understanding of psychology, you won't see any of this. I guarantee you, if you go back in some of these content creators' material, their content, you won't even see them hyping up that 100K floor price, because if you notice, they are getting their content directed now and edited. So it's just amazing that people aren't paying attention to these new politicians, man. And they're going to tell you what you want to hear so that they can make money, keep you exactly where they need you to be. Because with quantum technology, them being able to look at how many trades are being made, how many people are in the market and engaged in AMC, they know exactly where you are at, and they know exactly what they need to do while you stay where you're at. Buying the dips, in my opinion, is foolish, because we don't now it's not, if you plan on having a target, do not just say $1,000 in your mind. If you bought in at 5 or 10, you should have an exit strategy. Period. Okay? Now, if you feel it's going to go back up to 70 or 80 or 60, now you should be swing trading, buying back in. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an investing guru. You must have your own due diligence, do your own homework, or get advice from a professional financial advisor and educate yourself before you decide to jump in the stock market. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is what I would do based on the patterns of GameStop and AMC almost having the same identical pattern of movement, right? I would swing trade and buy more stocks because I believe it will go back up to 60 $62. That's my opinion. I think that it will, okay? But do not buy in with the intentions of thinking that it's going to go to the moon, as they say, because they keep saying to the moon, but it doesn't. It's not a specific target. You know what I'm saying? It's not, a solid target or price point. You see what I'm saying? So, just be a lot smarter and read into these content creators, because if you're not paying attention, you have more content creators that have popped up in, I mean, to talk about finances is far, but it's just about AMC. It's out of this world now. You have 100 people, 200 people giving their opinions about AMC. And if you can't read between the lines and see that most of these people are, shills, bots, and paid to give you this information to keep you engaged, you're going to get played, man. You're going to get dropped off real fast. I'm telling you. And like I said months ago, let's have this discussion in July when AMC is still hovering around 30 and $50. When I said that, I was getting attacked. Now where we're at. And that's why I'm doing this video. I'm doing this video because there's too many people talking about AMC. Nobody's paying attention to the rest of the stock market or the crypto exchanges. You know what I'm saying? And nobody cares about what else is going on. Like, it's become like a cult with AMC. You can't talk about no other stock or no other or crypto. You know what I'm saying? If you aren't around investors, you see, and most of the people that are jumping in to these investments now are not investors. They haven't built up the understanding yet, the mental fortitude, and they feel like they're getting the truth. And this is about money. This is about having a plan. This is about taking action. You know what I'm saying? This is about being smart. This isn't about, yes, it's an ape community, but do not get fooled. You have to do what you have to do for you. But let's have this conversation. I'm going to say it again. Let's have this conversation in September. Now, I think that AMC will go back up to $65 by then. Guaranteed. But all this $1,000 talk and, this is to keep you engaged so that these people can keep making money. I'm telling you, look at your favorite content creators now and how they have guests on their shows talking about don't get hurt by AMC. They're telling you what's about to happen. And your favorite content creators are saying shit like, yeah, don't invest in don't invest, what you can't afford to lose. Now they're saying shit like that, but these were the ones that were pumping up that 100K floor price. And now they're saying shit like, no, you shouldn't predict how high AMC is going to go. You can't make any predictions. But you can't probably find some of that no more because these content creators are getting their content edited if you're not paying attention. But like I said, hey, man, I'm just a beginner. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know shit. Pay attention. AMC will rip again. But you have to really start making some decisions after that and really start thinking about this from a psychological point of view, okay? This is your boy, man, Scavai Ray Valentine. I'm paying attention to, crypto at the moment, stocks. I'm doing my best to learn so much more about crypto, POWs, POS, CBDCs. It's just so much, man. I'm learning about smart contracts, the blockchain, how, you can utilize, how you can use certain cryptos or certain digital assets, because all of them aren't cryptocurrencies. You know what I mean? It's, most of them are digital assets. Some of the great ones are digital assets. You know what I mean? They'll be used throughout the whole blockchain. You know, it's incredible, man, the things that are going to take place in the future, man. I think in 2 to 3 years, you know, that's the reason why I love investing. I've made so many mistakes, you know, that right now I'm cold, like to all this AMC. I'm down, you know, we're down probably 80, something like that. But I'm really not worried. I think everything will bounce back. But, you know, I just hope you beginner investors and traders pay a little bit more attention to these content creators that are fooling you. I'm pretty much all in. I'm going to keep on being smart, man, waiting for these dips, man, waiting for this crash. Either it's going to go to zero or we're going to get some unbelievable prices. And when the market does correct, you know, in the fall and in the winter, oh my God, man, it's going to be wonderful. I'm done rambling, man. It's your boy, man. Please, man, be smart, pay attention, you know, educate yourself, and, you know, don't keep listening to these fake content creators out here that are been paid to keep you engaged so they can make their institutions money. Okay? I'm out of here.
They out there panicking right now. I can feel it. They out there. They're panicking. Look at them.
Now, you're not naive enough to think we're living in a democracy, are you, buddy? It's the free market. And you're part of it.
Something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the idea with you. You got a minute?
After everything we've done for you.
Oh, see, I made Lewis a bet here. Lewis bet me that we couldn't both get rich and put you on the poorhouse at the same time. He didn't think we could do it. I won.
I lost. $1.
Thank you, Lewis.
After you.
Certainly.